The off season went pretty well, I think. You know what? It was bittersweet. The end of last season was rough on myself. It was rough on our coaches. It was rough on my family. It was rough on the school. It was rough on everybody. This program, the kids. We did a lot of soul searching in terms of what we needed to do and where we needed to go. And I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of uncertainty. And you know what? I just got out of bed one day. We kicked ourselves in the butt and decided that we were going to go after this. We had worked too hard. We ran into we ran into a ton of adversity in 2014. And you know, in no means was I going to quit, or this coaching staff was going to quit and give up on this program. And we buckled down, and we started working on a 5-year plan, a 5-year drive for Yates Cup. And even though we're just finishing that 5-year plan, we're well into that 5-year plan. And one of the most critical aspects of that plan was recruiting. And we just delved into recruiting right away. We came up with some great ideas in terms of how to recruit. And you know, the university was behind us, the department was behind us, and we just went after everyone we could. We had a new recruiting philosophy on who we were going to recruit. We were going to recruit character kids, we were going to recruit local kids, and we were going to start to recruit more nationally, and also we were going to take a run at a couple unicorns. And it paid off. We landed, we were hoping for one unicorn, and we got a couple. And we're pretty excited about that. And our recruiting class definitely seemed to have paid off. Still a long way to go, though. They're still kids. And but let me tell you, I'm excited to see what year 2, 3, 4, and 5 has for these young men in this class. I'm dying to see. I really am dying to see what's going to happen. There's a vibe at this training camp right now that I've never seen before. We have some really talented veteran players. Some players that are going to be on the CFL's radar, are on the CFL's radar right now. And you know what? We have the number 8 recruiting class in the CIS, and those kids are going to play. They're going to make an impact on this team. I think it's one of the first years we haven't had an all-out dependency on freshmen. We are going to play freshmen that have earned a spot, and that's a pretty good feeling. And you know what? It's again, I just can't wait to see what happens. As a group, this is the best football team we've ever had. Now that being said, at its core, it is still a young football team, and you know, we need to continue to work on getting them bigger, stronger, faster, making sure they excel at school, and we achieve all those things, and the future will be now. The overall strength of the offense, that's a great question. We have a lot of talent on offense. The last 4 years, we've really focused recruitment on the offense, and it's showing right now. We have so much skill positions, we can't even find spots for these guys. We have so much skill. We have a heck of a quarterback battle going on between 2 seniors and a freshman, and we have another freshman that's sitting out a year due to injury, who fits into that group without question. We have a veteran offensive line that's been with us they're going into their 4th year now. And I expect the offense to lead us. I expect the offense to score a lot of points and be one of the main catalysts for our success this year. Everything starts with the offensive line. Chris Kolinkowski, our leader. Jamal Campbell should play in the NFL. Jordan Moore, who's just a fantastic kid from a fantastic family. Jamari Bennett, our 5th-year quarterback, Eric Kimmerly battling for that quarterback spot. Brett Hunchak, our big quarterback recruit. We have a receiver core that is second to none. Coming back after having to sit out last year off a great freshman season till he broke his leg is Ryan Dunaway. We're expecting great things from this year. Second-year player Joey Riccatone, who's just been dynamite in camp so far. An unbelievable group of freshman receivers. Colton Hunchak, Nathaniel Pinto, Jacob Janke, George Monahan have just been lighting it up in camp. We made a move moving Jared Carson from receiver to running back. We're hoping his leadership, not hoping, we know his leadership is going to help at that position. Another veteran player, Mitch Fraser, who just does everything we ask of him. He's a workhorse. He knows the playbook inside and out, and he'll play a huge leadership role because we have an amazing young local recruit out of Toronto, Jesse Amankwa, who is a rising star, and it's going to be hard to hold him back. As a group, it'll probably be the linebacker position, followed very closely by the defensive backs. The defensive line is solid, but they're still a pretty young group compared to the other positions. We will be led at linebacker by Nikita Starchenko. He is our leader on D, not vocally, but by his play. The secondary, we got 5 cats that can flat out play. That's when we went into our year-end meetings last year on defense. A lot of people asked me what I wanted to do, and that was play cat coverage. And to play cat coverage, you need cats. And we got 5 cats, so I'm excited to see what they can do. This team will be led by Cole Austin, our 3-tech / defensive end. Is a rallying point for us. He's a star, and between Cole, Nikita, Josh Small, we're going to be as good as those 3 kids are. We are going to do whatever it takes to assure that we're competing for a Yates Cup 3 years from now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have some internal goals. In terms of competitiveness, we need to be competitive in every game. We need to win games we're supposed to win, and we're going to focus on that as a coaching staff. We are going to get these kids better. We're going to try and push to get a bunch of OUA All-Stars, nab our first All-Canadian, because even though that sounds like individual goals, they're big team goals. Having OUA All-Stars, having All-Canadians, you can't do that without teammates around you, and it's time the program gets some of those accolades.